The history of the BMW Group reaches back to 1916. Today, the four brands BMW, Mini, Rolls-Royce, and BMW Motorrad make the BMW Group one of the world's leading premium suppliers of automobiles, motorcycles, as well as mobility services. Since the beginning of its history, the company has kept its sight firmly set on the future, and has consequently put sustainability and efficient resource management into the center of its strategy. Learn more about the history and historical focus of the BMW Group. BMW can trace its roots back to Karl Rapp and Gustav Otto. In 1916, the Flugmaschinen Fabrik Gustav Otto Company had merged into Bayerische Flugzeugwerke AG at government behest. Elsewhere, in 1917, the Rapp Motorenwerk Company became Bayerische Motorenwerk GmbH, which was duly converted into an AG in 1918. BMW AG subsequently transferred its engine construction operations, including the company and brand names, to BFW in 1922. The date of BFW's founding, the 7th of March 1916, has therefore gone down in history as the foundation date of Bayerische Motorenwerk AG. From 1917, each of the company's products proudly displayed the BMW emblem, which incorporates the Bavarian state colors. At the end of the 1920s, the emblem made its first appearance in the company's advertising as a rotating propeller, in a form that has been regularly reinterpreted since. After the end of the war, railway brakes and inboard engines were manufactured following the prohibition on the production of aero engines. After the company was sold to Knorr-Bremse in 1920, financier Camillo Castiglione acquired engine production along with the workforce and production facilities, the company name and the blue and white logo. He then transferred everything to Bayerische Flugzeugwerke AG. That same year, the company relocated to the production facilities of BFW at Munich's Oberwiesenfeld airfield. The main plant and the headquarters of the BMW Group are still at this location today. The success story of BMW motorcycles started at the Berlin Motor Show in 1923. The aero engine manufacturer presented its first motorcycle with the BMW R32. The quality of the machine was a major factor for success. All the parts likely to need repair were encapsulated, and the drive shaft was easier to service than standard chains or belts. The boxer engine with cylinders mounted transverse to the direction of motion remains a characteristic feature of BMW motorcycles to this day, alongside the cardan shaft. The very successful overall design of the R32 was penned by Max Friz and is regarded as a milestone in motorcycle history. BMW all over the world as reparations. 1948, a motorcycle from nothing, the BMW R24. The first BMW vehicle to take to the road after 1945 was the R24 motorcycle. Introduced in March 1948, an enhanced version of the pre-war R23 model. Shortages of materials and machinery delayed series production until December 1948. But the sales success of the R24 then exceeded all expectations, and 9,144 were sold in 1949 alone. 1951, the BMW 501, the first post-war BMW. BMW's first post-war automobile was the 501, built from 1952 onwards. A large saloon capable of seating up to 6 people, it was powered by an enhanced version of the 6-cylinder engine used in the pre-war BMW 326. As a luxury car, the BMW 501 was not a commercial success, but it nevertheless restored BMW's status as a manufacturer of high-quality, technically exciting cars. 1959, BMW remains independent. As the 1950s progressed, the position of the company became increasingly precarious. In late 1959, Daimler-Benz submitted a restructuring offer for BMW subject to a time limit for acceptance. But small shareholders and the workforce rejected this offer at the annual general meeting held on the 9th of December. Their perseverance and his confidence in the BMW 700 motivated Herbert Quandt to expand his package of shares. After the government provided some temporary financial assistance, BMW was restructured under Quandt's management in the following year. 1961, the new class makes a breakthrough. BMW presented the 1500 model at the 1961 Frankfurt Motor Show, and with it, fills a gap in the market. This was the model that re-established BMW as a successful, modern carmaker. The design of the compact, sporty 4-door middle-class sedan immediately generates excitement, and orders far exceed production capacities. 1967, new location, plant Dingolfing. In the mid-1960s, BMW plant Munich reached the limit of its capacity. BMW initially drew up plans for the construction of new facilities, but then purchased crisis-ridden automotive company Hans Glas GmbH together with its locations in Dingolfing and Landshut. Both sites were restructured, and what was for many years the largest BMW plant worldwide was created at Dingolfing in the subsequent decades. 1969, motorcycles to Berlin. BMW urgently needed more space at the Munich plant to meet the demands of expanding automobile production. In 1969, production of BMW motorcycles was therefore transferred to Berlin-Spandau. At the start of the 1970s, BMW launched a series of new models. The representatives of the 5 Series were the first BMW motorcycles to be manufactured completely at the Berlin Spandau facility. 1970, the Herbert Quandt Foundation. BMW AG founded the Herbert Quandt Foundation to celebrate the 60th birthday of its major shareholder. It has developed into a foundation with an international reputation as a sponsor for sharing knowledge and experience across the Atlantic. After the end of the Cold War, the foundation also became an important platform for promoting understanding between East and West and within an expanded Europe. 1971, BMW Credit GmbH. BMW Credit GmbH was set up as a new BMW subsidiary to provide finance for the company's own transactions and, most importantly, for the dealerships. The new company laid the foundation for the growing finance and leasing business, which remains a crucial element in the company's success today. 1972, BMW starts up in South Africa. The Rosslyn plant near Pretoria, South Africa, became the first production location outside of Germany for the modern BMW Group. In 1972, the BMW Board of Management decided to take over the entire Rosslyn facility constructed by the local importer. Assembly of the Glas 18 SAW model had started in 1967 and was later followed by the BMW 2000 SAW. After major investments, production of BMW 3 Series vehicles was launched there at the beginning of 1984. 1973, BMW headquarters and BMW Museum. Starting in 1970, BMW began building an administrative tower block in the north of Munich. Its unusual shape soon led to it to be known as the Four-Cylinder Building, and it soon became a notable landmark in the city's architecture. The BMW Museum was installed next to it in a bowl-shaped building that is still one of a kind to this day. The new building complex was officially opened on the 18th of May 1973. 1990, the BMW Research and Innovation Center, a special kind of think tank. In 1986, BMW AG brought together all research and development work under one roof at the Forschungs- und Innovationszentrum in Munich. It became the first automotive manufacturer to establish such an institution, with around 7,000 scientists, engineers, designers, managers, and technicians working together as part of an integrated team. The facility was officially opened on the 27th of April 1990. In 2004, the FIZ was expanded with the addition of the Prochthaus building. Incorporating the principles of construction communications, the development was completed in 2 years and spans 12,000 m2. The 9-story building offers an open gallery and atrium, and with its offices, studios, and meeting rooms, forms the new heart of the FIZ. Today, almost 9,000 staff work at the FIZ. 1998, Rolls-Royce. In July 1998, BMW acquired a piece of automotive history. Following long negotiations, the company obtains the brand and naming rights for Rolls-Royce motor cars from Rolls-Royce plc. Rolls-Royce is held entirely by Volkswagen until the end of 2002, when BMW takes on full responsibility for Rolls-Royce motor cars, along with all rights. The new Rolls-Royce plant and a new company headquarters are built in Goodwood, in southern England. This is the 6th facility constructed since 1904, scheduled to manufacture newly developed Rolls-Royce models from the start of 2003. 2001, the Mini Premium in the small car segment. First unveiled as a concept car in 1997, the new Mini was launched by the BMW Group in 2001, the first premium vehicle in the small car segment. Mini's advanced design combined with the athletic, cheeky character expressed the lifestyle of an entire generation. The Mini hatch was the first in 2001, with many more model variants to follow. 2013, launch of the BMW i3. The BMW Group embarked on a new era of electric mobility. With the BMW i3, the new BMW i brand presented the first all-electric series production model from the BMW Group. Propelled by an electric motor and thus entirely emission-free, this vehicle delivers a completely new driving experience that is compelling for its agility and sheer fun. Sustainability has never been so electrifying.